How's it going, guys? Peep is Aesthetic here, and we all know the reputation of Valorant creators are sort of all over the place. For every Valorant creator that you love and enjoy, there's one that's just completely unlikable, which is why someone like Curry fits in perfectly into this sort of description. Curry was originally a pro player who played for C9, who actually hit Radiant #1 multiple times. But if you're a frequent Valorant viewer, you would know that Curry is mainly known for his smurfing content, and how he completely supports it. He does not think there's anything wrong with smurfing. Every time he's criticized by other content creators, he will always be convinced that he's in the right no matter what.
Centered his whole channel around smurfing. Why smurfing is good. Yeah, this is an actual title. Look at this smug bastard. This is him smiling after destroying your dad in a Valorant match.
Content like this gets pretty toxic. So if you're trying to avoid a content creator like Curry, it's best that you go to another channel like Eggwick. Eggwick always has been known for being one of the most likable Valorant creators, and from what I could tell has never gotten himself into any sort of controversy. Eggwick always has been known for uploading very Mr. Beastified content, and that's mainly where his reputation comes in. He's always interacting with his fans, he has an amazing sense of humor, and most importantly, he's known for being very honest and open about the game. I always respect content creators who are honest, because you can never be mad at someone for being honest. A lot of the times he talks about how he feels burnt out from the game. He's always criticizing the game, and he always has a fan base to back him up for it. Honestly, if there's anyone who's ever annoyed or hates Eggwick, then I think everyone will just be annoyed with that one person. If the world is against Eggwick, then I am against the world. But saying something like that towards a creator like JollzTv, that would be a completely different story. JollzTv will always find himself in some sort of controversy. The main argument always being made would be his actual coaching content, which may seem innocent at first, nothing out of the ordinary at first glance, until you realize he charges $170 for a session, which a lot of creators have come out about, saying that upcharging coaching by this much is absolutely absurd.
JollzTv is the Nice equivalent for Valorant, Nice being the League of Legends coach. And I mean that in the sense that he hit Radiant. Since then, he's been charging $175 for an hour of coaching. Yeah, I had to check that twice to make sure that was correct. Where if you look at his VODs or videos that he uploads to YouTube of his coaching sessions, they're the same stuff that every C-tier content coach on YouTube makes.
I think anyone can confidently say that there are so many better things to spend $170 on. But just like Curry, he's also been known for endorsing smurfing content. He has made numerous smurfing videos, and the argument could be made that, oh, it is knife only after all. That argument itself could lead to more counter arguments. Making content solely on embarrassing low elo players, encouraging people to throw their ranked games for content, and overall just leaving a bad reputation for the channel. Because I will say this from experience, I have had players in my ranked games trying to do these stupid challenges, and it does drive you insane to a point. Although not very controversial, he is also known for encouraging that weird uwu side of Valorant, multiple videos being super suggestive, and as mentioned earlier, leaves a pretty bad reputation for Valorant, whether it's smurfing content or screwing you over coaching wise. But if you're looking for a creator who won't screw you over coaching wise, then I recommend heading over to someone like Woohoojin. Woohoojin, from what I could tell, has probably the best Valorant reputation of all time. The fact that this coach has way less subscribers than this coach is genuinely embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. The main difference between Woohoojin and Jolz is that instead of upcharging his coaching for $170, he does it for free. He's very active with his community and constantly engages with his fans, and genuinely gives you information that will actually make you a better Valorant creator. I'm betting money on it right now. Just by watching one of his videos, you will learn at least one new thing, and you will never leave any of his videos disappointed, or if you feel like your time was wasted. Overall, Woohoojin always came off as a very likable creator who's never gotten himself into any sort of controversy, always doing whatever he can to help you rank up or just help you out in ranked in general, helping you fix bad habits, and just a completely likable person. While a creator like Willius, you can't really say the same thing. The argument can be made that Willius is a super supportive creator who always talks with his fans and is very active with his community. But the more you watch his content, you slowly start to realize that he has a pretty big ego. He has a very bad tendency to insult lower ranked players, and there are many YouTube shorts proving so. He has a pretty bad I'm better than you mentality. And yes, while it is impressive that you do go to Harvard, he has a tendency to shove it down your throat basically every video. For every 3 YouTube shorts he uploads, 2 of them end up being about how he goes to Harvard. And when creators, me included, criticized him for it, he instead responded with looking down at us. And he didn't really prove anything while doing so, ending the video off with just talking about how we're probably jealous that he goes to Harvard, which it only proved our point even more. While it may not be obvious at first, Willius is known for being a little bit on the toxic side. But if you're looking for a creator who isn't toxic, then I recommend going to someone like AverageJonas. AverageJonas is another one of those creators who actually struggles getting into any sort of controversy. He's a very likable creator, and while the argument can be made that, oh, he's a bit of a shill for Riot Games, buying every skin on site, he does it for the sake of content, not necessarily doing it to encourage you to buy skins. And when he got into some controversy with WestJet, he handled it pretty well in my opinion, which is exactly why AverageJonas will always be one of the most appreciated Valorant creators on the platform. Anyways, I'm done. See y'all. Boom!